Russell Kane joins you now. Where do you get your energy? It's brilliant.
It's coffee and sleep.
Right.
I'm one of those people that, as long as I get 8 hours sleep, I can whiz around the park like a puppy, but I have to get my sleep. So thanks for bringing me in at this time.
I was going to say. So look, you've had to put more dates in due to public demand, which is great.
Yeah, it's so I was always going to tour in the spring,
right.
And I put a few tester dates on, the sort of 700-800 seaters. Just you never know in this business,
right?
Which way the wind's blowing, and they went out the door. So I put some bigger rooms on in spring, and I thought, you know what? Let's just go to next Christmas. It's a tour.
So all year you're going to be all year.
It's a bit easier now. I'm based in the middle of the country. I'm actually based in Cheshire at the moment, which is weirdly better. I can get to Glasgow and back, and get to London and back.
That makes sense.
Yep.
No, that absolutely makes sense. Of course it does. You know what? Comedians now are like rock stars. In these big, you know, before when you were a comedian, you'd probably be on TV, or it would be a small little venue, or it would be a club or whatever. But now it's like stadiums. You are a rock star.
I've not done any stadiums yet.
But big venues, though, huge venues.
I suppose that's rock star-like, but it makes me laugh when people say comedians are like rock stars, because if you saw us backstage, we're all stone cold sober, drinking tea with our notepads. We're not like smashing chairs up, drinking scotch with loads of interesting guests backstage.
It's not like that at all.
Let me finish my podcast and I'll be on in 5 minutes.
But it's great. You really do use social media and the internet and all of that in a really clever way, because that's the way things are going. You've got to have your foot in kind of both camps, I guess.
Well, it's totally integrated now.
Yeah.
Even you'll know it with a show like this.
Yes.
Yes, it's important to have a banging show, but then there'll be the one clip where a comedian says something he shouldn't, it goes viral, and then that feeds the show the next day.
It's strange, isn't it? It's weird. But you confess to something that I think I've got as well, which is internet addiction. I mean, my phone is never out my hand, and I'm always looking at it. Then do you find yourself, you go down a rabbit hole?
Yes.
You know, you look on YouTube at honest trailers or something, and then you're away. Hours later.
I saw it being debated this morning on TV while I was getting ready they're talking about banning phones from restaurants. And, I mean, you have to be careful how you use the word addiction.
Yeah.
But I think you can become addicted to the internet, and definitely social media is affecting... I've got a 3-year-old daughter. I'm worried about the world she's growing up into.
I agree with you.
I always say, if you want to know if you're using social media incorrectly, imagine if you were behaving in real life the way you're behaving on social media.
Yeah.
If you were opening your bedroom window and going, look in, everyone, look how happy I am. Excuse me, stranger, I'm so happy. Or if you put your girlfriend over the other side of the street, we're really in love. Everyone, look how... Or if you went into Asda going, my makeup's perfect. Look how perfect my makeup... I mean, that person's struggling. You would help that person.
You'd say that's a shame.
But on social media, it's become normal.
To be attention-seeking is normal.
And fake posts going, and me and my family are just so happy. Oops, I'm next to my hot tub I've just had installed. But really, me and my family are just so happy. It's
true.
Are you that insecure that you need to show strangers your hot tub? The most disturbing thing that's happened to me in recent years, it was a friend's 35th birthday, a female friend, and I sent flowers and cards to the house, and later that night, her boyfriend texted me and went, come on, mate. And I was like, what? He went, say happy birthday on her wall. Because I'd not posted happy birthday on the public Facebook wall, I sent flowers and a balloon. So we've become to the point where that's become more important.
Than real things.
Isn't it profound that we now live in a world where we know so much about each other and don't know each other at all?
No, that's very true.
I could find out where you've been on holiday, what you've had for breakfast, but we don't know each other.
You don't know? Oh, that's true. That's so strange. And what worries me is people losing the ability to actually just talk to one another. I mean, the people sitting beside each other in the office text or email each other rather than just turning around saying, do you want a cup of tea? Or how are you? And
you see that on some of the bigger social media networks. It's like, I love you so much. Thanks, darling. Me too. Where are you? I'm in the kitchen. Haha, lol. And then people are like it. Do you know
that's crazy.
The one that winds me up the most is this one. I'm having a really bad time at the moment, but don't ask me about it because I can't tell you. So why have you posted it then?
Exactly.
Text a friend. If you're struggling, find some people you trust. Even set up a WhatsApp group. Confide in a group. Don't do a public display for attention to get, but I cannot tell you, I'm so sorry.
But at least when people come to see you, it's real and it's there you are.
There I am.
It's all good. I mean, we can see you on social media and we can do all that, but we can actually go and see you properly. And you risked a lot and gave up a lot for stand-up, didn't you? Because you were working, you had a good, steady job, you know, all of that going on, and you just sort of said, no, it's something I've got to do.
A lot of stand-ups find it easier if they're in a job they're struggling with beforehand. I'm not saying a teacher's a bad job, but a lot of teachers are unhappy.
Right.
So you find teachers are like, I'm doing stand-up, what a relief. But I was doing a job I loved.
I know.
I was a copywriter, thinking up catchy headlines, branding things.
Yeah.
And I know it's not very fashionable, but I loved doing marketing and advertising. I was the first person in my family to have an A-level or a higher, if you're watching in Scotland, let alone a degree. So my mum was like, you're giving up that for like a sort of X Factor spot gamble. But
you had to do it.
I had to do it.
You had to do it. I don't think you'd have been able to live with yourself if not.
No. But
and your family are a great source of material. That's the thing as well.
Yes.
Like your little girl who's so cute, and your wife, gosh. But she doesn't mind. She doesn't mind. Look.
You're really showing that on TV.
That's a nice butt.
You've just spoiled someone's Cocoa Pops.
No, that's quite good. And then on the great big giant screen as well.
She's just, well, my wife loves dancing, and my mother-in-law, Yvonne, she was one of the original dancing dancers.
Was she really?
She was the Northwest champion, so when Terry Wogan was the host and everything.
Yeah.
And I dance all the time, so she's got a double dose of dancing, Minna. And
you're going to do Strictly then?
I don't think I
Go
will.
on.
I think Lindsay's exact words were this year, and that's why you'll never do Strictly. I think I'd be allowed to do Strictly if I was neutered beforehand and did it in like one of those collars dogs wear when they come back from the
indeed.
vet. You
don't want to be going down those. You don't want to be doing a Sean. That would be bad. You don't want to be doing that.
I do talk about Lindsay a lot on stage, but what I realised when I was touring last year was, in a good relationship, love that endures, the most important thing seems to be opposite energies. So I don't know you well enough, but I could hazard a guess. One is the sort of springing out of bed at 6 a.m, super organised, doing the dishwasher, paying the bills, everything's on charts. And the other's sort of, hey, man, I went to Thailand when I was 18, chill out, what are you getting so stressed for? And if you've got one of each of those, you can solve almost any problem.
I agree.
And if you don't know which one you are, who goes on TripAdvisor and sucks the fun out of the holiday before you've even gone?
OK.
That's how you can tell.
Thank you. Absolute joy to talk to you. Really, really, really brilliant. We'll put all of those dates on our website.
Thank you.
And good luck with the tour. Goodness me, fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Thank you.